Alright, hello everyone, I'm Yandema211, and this is the tutorial for Disney Epic Mickey Any%. In this video I'm just going to be going over Dark Beauty Castle 1, which consists of the claw boss fight, the hallway, the courtyard, and then the first projector, Mickey and the Beanstalk. So you want to start on a fresh file. Timing starts right when you hit new game. And there will be a little loading screen for about 10-ish seconds. And you're going to want to skip the cutscene right when it plays. And you'll do this for every cutscene. And then Gus is going to show up and do some stuff. Kind of just have to wait through it. Alright, and now the fight actually starts. Well, it's not exactly a fight. Alright, so you're gonna hold upright notch on the nunchuck until you get about here. Jump up here and hug the wall. Or the railing, I should say. He usually hits you, but he shouldn't hit you off as long as you're hugging that railing. And then just walk over to Gus right over here. And he's gonna say to hit the control panels. You have to hit them twice each. And you're gonna have to hit A after that first spin to match to the text box, and then spin right after. Don't be like me and accidentally forget to spin that box. Then go straight to the other box, and then have to come back. That's happened to me a few times. But you saw there, he just hit me. He has a random chance of hitting you. Usually he doesn't, but occasionally he will. So when you're coming over here, you want to minimalize, see the spinning right here? I'm going to go away from the box so it doesn't speak. But when you spin, it has a little cooldown. So what you want to do here is you want to minimize that cooldown as much as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to it, and when I'm coming down from my jump, I'm going to spin it slightly earlier, and hopefully hit it on the last few frames of my spin so I could spin again as quickly as possible. Should look something like this. Oh, and make sure to come at that box from the side, or else Gus will tell you to hit it again. Alright, and right here, the camera usually spawns like this, so just hold forward. There are rare occasions where it can spawn facing kind of this way, so just be a bit wary that it could face the other way. Otherwise, just jump on this rail, jump over here, and walk straight over here. I should say that walking, just straight up walking, is the fastest form of movement that we know of. Besides getting just flung somewhere. So skip this cutscene, and you want to hold upright on the nunchuck again, and you'll start walking before Gus starts talking. So the Utilidor is actually pretty tricky to get optimally. What you want to do is you want to walk out here, paint the gear, and then come into the cutscene trigger, so that you can mash through that while the door is opening. Right here, you kind of want to thin this out. Now edge a bit out until this is barely visible, and then do that to skip the cutscene. And make sure if you're just mashing through at full speed, you're gonna have to wait about half a second before you start walking, or else the cutscene will trigger anyways. And do the same thing for this one, except you don't have to wait. And then just tap B to paint as you go by. Now there's a little cutscene here, which tells us basically our objective in the courtyard. Now coming up is actually courtyard skip. So you see two kind of staircases, one on the left, one on the right. The one on the right is broken. So usually you would go on the left staircase, climb all the way up to a gear, spin that, jump down to the second path where the staircase would take you, and then go to the other gear. But it's actually faster to go on the right staircase. Now originally, the strat I had was to just kind of grind jumping up here and kind of hoping you made it. But I found a quicker solution and much easier solution. You can go to this barrel right here, jump on here, make sure you line the camera so that you're facing this wall. Alright, so now you're gonna jump out a bit, and then jump out and then on top of the faucet. If you're quick enough, this cutscene shouldn't happen, but let me just kill this guy so he's not in my way. Alright, so you want to jump out and around on top of that faucet so that you're walking into the pipe, basically. Right there, and jump up. I'll show it to you again. So walk out, jump up, double jump onto this sledge, and then double jump over here. Now, you don't have to get that jump like I just did. Sometimes Mickey can ledge grab. So it's pretty easy to make it up here. I think the hard part is just getting the faucet jump. This jump can be a bit difficult sometimes, but I have no idea what just happened there. Up here, jump up here, ledge grab, jump up here. Mickey just doesn't want to ledge grab anymore. Alright, now you want to go over here. Spam B to get up here. Don't spam it actually. And then you want to paint this as you're going. Try to get as much of it as possible. Jump onto this camera, please. Jump onto this railing, and then just double jump up here to that gear. Alright, now to get to the next gear, we jump down here like normal. And I'm going to show you terp skip. And what I do for this trick is I go right here, kind of where the paint turns into a normal block. Stand about here, just double jump over, and you skip the terps text boxes. And now here, it is possible to go here, go around. What I prefer doing is do bunny hops to paint this in. Usually if you're quick enough it'll work, and then cut the corner here. And then a neat little strat you can, right when you're about here, you can just point thinner to the right. You can spray, then spin the gear. And the reason spraying is a thing is because you can just turn right and drop down here, go into the projector, skip the cutscene. Now, actually before I skip the cutscene, I'm gonna note here, there are two different cycles that we know of in Mickey and the Beanstalk. And there are two different beds that you have to wait for. And one of them affects, or makes one bed worse than the other. So let's see which one I get. Yeah, so I wouldn't have made it to that bed in time. So that means this bed will be bad, but the other one should be good. Let's ride the bed up. Go through the projector as normal. Just don't go down there to get the film reel because this is any percent. If you're doing max percent, then yeah, sure, go down there. Yeah, this bed is where you want it to be. And just jump straight up there, and you go to Gremlin Village by going through this projector. Anyways, I hope you've learned something from this tutorial, and I'll see you next time in Gremlin Village. Bye!